The Secrets of Pythagoras. The man who understood the language of numbers on a small, sunlit island in ancient Greece called Samos, around 570 BCE, a child was born who would change not only his own life, but the course of human knowledge forever. His name was Pythagoras, a name that would later become synonymous with wisdom, knowledge, and numbers. But the life of this genius was far more than a simple mathematical theorem. It was filled with astonishing adventures, mysteries, and even danger. A curious childhood and the quest for knowledge. From a young age, Pythagoras stood out. He asked questions that no one in Samos could answer. Why do the stars shine in the sky? Why do the seas ebb and flow? And why do the sounds we hear sometimes feel harmonious and sometimes jarring? Pythagoras soon realized that to find his answers, he needed to explore the world. As a young man, he embarked on a journey that would take him to Egypt, Babylon, and India. In Egypt, he studied astronomy, mathematics, and mystical arts within grand temples. In Babylon, he collaborated with the scholars of the time, delving into geometry and arithmetic. But it was in India that he gained a profound understanding of philosophy and spirituality. Returning to Greece, founding a mysterious school. After years of travel, Pythagoras returned to Greece, but not to his homeland of Samos. Instead, he settled in southern Italy in a city called Croton. There, he established a school that would soon gain legendary fame. This school was more than just a place to study mathematics. Pythagoras and his followers adhered to strict rules. They took oaths to keep the master's teachings secret, as Pythagoras believed that knowledge was a divine gift and should not fall into the hands of the unworthy. Each day, the members of this school performed unique rituals. They played music, not for entertainment, but to uncover hidden harmonies within the universe. Pythagoras believed that everything in nature, from the motion of planets to the rustling of trees, followed mathematical laws. The mysteries of numbers. One of Pythagoras' most astonishing discoveries was the connection between music and mathematics. He found that if a string was shortened to a specific length, it produced a pleasing sound. This simple revelation transformed the worlds of music and science forever. However, Pythagoras' most famous contribution was a theorem that every student learns today. In a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. This theorem, now known as the Pythagorean theorem, became the foundation for architecture, astronomy, and even navigation in the ancient world. For Pythagoras, though, it was more than a mathematical rule. He saw it as evidence of a deep harmony within the universe. Philosopher or prophet. Pythagoras was not just a mathematician, he was also a philosopher and spiritual leader. He believed in the transmigration of souls, the idea that after death, a soul is reborn into another body. Legends claim that Pythagoras could recall his past lives. He also advocated vegetarianism, forbidding his followers from eating meat. Pythagoras argued, every living being has a soul that deserves respect. This belief earned him both loyal followers and fierce enemies who saw his teachings as a threat to their traditions. The fall of the school. Despite his immense knowledge and charismatic personality, Pythagoras was not universally loved. Some accused him of sorcery, while others grew resentful of the strict rules imposed at his school. Eventually, his enemies attacked the school and set it ablaze. Some say Pythagoras perished in the attack, while others claim he escaped and lived the rest of his life in seclusion. An eternal legacy. Even after his death, Pythagoras' knowledge did not vanish. His disciples preserved his teachings and spread them across the ancient world. Today, Pythagoras is remembered not only for his famous theorem, but also as a man who transformed numbers into a language to understand the universe. His story reminds us that science and philosophy can change the world. Pythagoras showed us that even in the smallest things, like the sound of a string, we can find the grand harmony of existence.